Sunshines! So in today's video, we are going to be doing another one of my go through my makeup collection videos with me. This time, we're going to be going through my eyeshadows. These single eyeshadows as well as some of my smaller palettes. Alright you guys, so let's dive in with a few of the things that I will not be keeping. This palette, I have to put it on a paper towel because it's literally falling to bits and made a mess all over a bunch of my other eyeshadows and the drawer itself and stuff. This is the Wet n Wild Blue Me at Hello palette. Basically, I mutilated, I don't know if you guys can see this, I don't want to drop this everywhere, oh shoot. Basically, I mutilated this black eyeshadow on the set of Job Hunters. I don't know how I didn't have any black eyeshadows, but I didn't for some reason, and I needed a lot of it, and this was like a cheap way to get a lot of it, and this is the eyeshadow I used on Paige's mask in the Casino Night episode, and I mutilated it. There's a lot of pretty colors in here, so I may try to salvage them and then just put them in something like a Z palette. I really need to invest because I have a lot of eyeshadows that I want to depot, but this palette is just no longer for this world. A few of the other eyeshadows that I will be getting rid of. One of them is this L'Oreal The One Sweep eyeshadow. I got this because I wanted to do a video review with one of my girlfriends. I can't remember even who at this point, but we were gonna test it out and see how this ridiculous product actually worked, because the idea was that you would use this brush, sweep it on all three colors, and then just magically have eyeshadow that was like perfect on your face. I still have no idea how this is supposed to work, and I might test it out for you guys. It does not exist anymore. This product does not exist. It was very short-lived. I wonder why. A bunch of Maybelline quads that I somehow still had laying around. I don't like Maybelline. They test on animals. I'm not a huge Maybelline fan. So this is a really great quad. I'm just gonna get rid of that quad. The colors are great. The payoff is great. I just don't want the product anymore. I'm gonna get rid of this Mika Beauty Cosmetics shimmer bronzer powder. It's a fine enough product. It's just, I don't know, it's average, you know, and I just don't have time for average products in my life, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so whatever. I'll also be getting rid of two Sephora eyeshadows. This is a Sephora eyeshadow in Caroline's Pride. It's a purple color. I got it because I'm really into purples, but something happened. I don't know. It's really powdery. It doesn't swatch well. It's not cute. It's just really not cute, so I'm getting rid of that because that's just gonna go in the garbage, actually. The other Sephora eyeshadow I'm gonna get rid of is this Aspen Summit. It's just a white shimmery eyeshadow. That's all it is. Don't need it, have a million. Get rid of that. Drop it like it's hot, girlfriend. Same goes for this Pacifica Natural Beauty Duo number 2. It has, oh, okay, well the palette just broke, so that's good. That's really good. I guess it just snaps back together. Cheap packaging, not into it. Super not into it. You guys know I hate cheap packaging. I got this in my Ipsy bag. I find it really dusty, ashy, not cute. Probably just gonna throw that away, honestly, because I hate it. And then I'm gonna get rid of this NYX Glitter Eye Palette. It's like a gel glitter. I actually might keep this just as like body glitter, but that's pretty much all it's good for. I don't even think that's cosmetic grade glitter. And then along in the Maybelline's line, I'm going to be getting rid of this Maybelline Color Tattoo 24 Hour. This one is in the color Gold Rush. I also accidentally kind of let it dry out a little bit. Oops, but it's really pretty. It's really gold. It's very gold, like a very true yellow gold, but I just don't want it in my life anymore. I really feel a lot better about the products I'll be keeping now. I think that I've really pared it down. I'm keeping a couple of products just for posterity. This is a Maybelline quad, Sunbaked Neutrals, this eyeshadow quad, as well as this Desert Sands by Eye Savvy were two of my first eyeshadow palettes. This is the first one I ever used, this palette right here. And then this is the second palette that I ever bought and used growing up when I was first starting to use makeup. So those are just like emotional, gotta keep them because they are that. I have a lot of single eyeshadows that I kept, and the idea is that I want to get a Z palette and actually combine them. I have this really old Urban Decay packaging. This is in the color Purple Haze. It's just really pretty. I like purples. I love that it's the old Urban Decay packaging, so I kept that. I have a couple of NYX eyeshadows that I'm going to keep and probably just depot. I have a couple of MAC eyeshadows. This is in Kid and Woodwinked. This I got early on in my watching beauty gurus on YouTube because All That Glitters 21 suggested them, so I got them because she was a MAC girl. And that's that. I have some e.l.f. single eyeshadow that I'm going to be keeping. This is in the color Saddle. I got it because somebody called it a dupe for one of the NARS eyeshadows. Who knows? I've got a bunch of glitters in here. I have my Dark Magic single eyeshadow from MAC from the Disney collection that came out a little while ago. It's really pretty. I can't depot that, obviously. And then I just have a few random, like, BH Cosmetics singles, a few of my Wet n Wild quads. They have some really unique colors, these color icon palettes. I really like them. They're really easy to travel. This is a really pretty palette, and this one is just crazy for who knows what. I have some NYX palettes. This is the Love in Rio. I got this in a Nipsey bag too, and I think these colors are just so pretty, and they're really smooth and satiny, so we'll see if that ends up working out. I also have a NYX green. They do these like color sort of trios where they're just all a trio based on a single color. I thought this was really pretty, this like emerald kind of color and this really shamrocky green. I'm not huge for the mint one, but I just thought those two colors were really pretty. They're really smooth and stuff too, which is nice. I've got a Bare Minerals palette that I'm keeping, another MAC palette in here. I've got this really old Benefit, the Weather Girl Travel palette that came with a bunch of lipsticks and just simple eyeshadows. It's really great quality. The lip glosses are really great. The eyeshadows are really great. Really smooth and creamy, so I'm going to be keeping those because, you know, I've got a bunch of these Stila travel palettes, and I'm going to be keeping them all, obviously, because they're fabulous, so I just need to wait to, like, have time to wear them again. I haven't really touched them. A lot of these palettes, they're usually, like, $20, sometimes $15, $13. They have 4 colors in them, and then they also have one of their, like, cream convertible colors, like the cheek ones, so they're just really pretty. I love them. I have nothing like this blue. Look at that blue. Oh my gosh, right? So I'll be keeping these. Obs! And anyway, they were just such a good deal that I couldn't not, right? And then I also have this Revlon cream shadow palette. This is in Eternal Summer. I got this because it reminded me of the 60s and the 70s, and I'm a sucker for the 60s and the 70s, and this is just, it's a really pretty palette. It doesn't have great color payoff, but they're just really pretty shades that very summery, very springy, very 70s, which I'm into. Okay, well, hopefully you guys found that video interesting. I know in my last video, when I went through my lipsticks, a lot of you guys asked me to talk about some of the products that I was going to be keeping, as well as some of the products that I was going to be giving away. So I tried to do that in this video and do some more swatches for you guys so you can understand a little bit more of the reasoning behind why I'm keeping some stuff and getting rid of some other stuff. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below which of these videos you would like to see next. I have a lot of other areas to go through: eyeliners, blushes and bronzers, foundations, concealers, stuff like that. So please let me know down below which video you would like to see next, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! 7. Which dystopian world would you want to live in and why? As spring as they are, they're launching all of their spring collections, or they're starting to. They just launched blushes.